Hey Siners, welcome to the vlog. Today it's time again to head to the studio, work on music, bounce out stems for someone else that wants to make a remix of one of my songs, and also starting a remix for someone else. As always, it just feels good to be back in the studio. Today's first task is bouncing out remix stems out of Logic, the program that I'm making my music with. I have a finished song and someone else wants to remix it, so they will need the individual parts. And that's actually really easy to do. Setting it up just takes 2 or 3 minutes. But bouncing it out will probably take half an hour. My computer is getting slower and slower each and every day. And on top of that, the song is on my hard drive, on my external one, where I store all of my old released songs, so it will take even a bit longer. This right here is the Logic project. It's 4 or 5 years old, so I'm really lucky that it's still opened up and everything is there except for the drums, but they're not really needed for the remix. Most important, the vocals, they're in an audio format, so they can be used, and the main synthesizer sound is also still working. So really happy about that. That saves me a whole lot of time. So just clicking here onto export and exporting every single track as an individual audio file. Just 8 minutes, not bad. Now putting all of that into a folder, uploading it to my Dropbox and sending it out to the label. The label then will send it out to 2 artists that will try and do their versions out of the song. And a lot of people always ask me why people are doing remixes, what this is actually for. It's mainly like a promotional tool actually, because this way a small artist can have a remix by a big artist and get kind of promotion, or the other way around, or just 2 similar artists on the same level do like a remix exchange. It's a good way to get your name right next to someone else's name. It's the same as in hip-hop music, doing like features, and in electronic music, especially the more underground kind of music that doesn't have any vocals. The only way to do these kind of promotional collaborations is by having other people do remixes of your song. There's also, of course, always like an artistic kind of reason for it. For example, if someone makes a very vocal heavy pop kind of song, but still wants to have a version that is playable by DJs to also have a version that works in the club, you just send it out to a DJ that is making club music and let him do a remix. As a small artist, it's a great way to connect with other artists. Just ask them if they want to do a remix for you. You then do a remix for them, and you got a new buddy that is also a DJ and producer. That's a great way to connect. This way you can actually also end up with your music on bigger labels, get in contact with them. For example, my remix for Get Physical for Tiger Stripes was actually a big step into the right direction, getting me onto their main label. Just for example, my very first release was actually a remix. Getting a remix opportunity is way easier because you have something to work with. Your song will end up being better, especially if you need vocals. That's a great way to get vocals. Also, taking part in remix contests is actually something really great. I'm actually also trying to start planning the next one, the next John Sine remix contest or AXSENS remix contest. I'm still not sure if it should be one of my songs or just someone else's song that is part of the label. I will hopefully figure this out in the next couple of days, or maybe just do like a voting where you decide which of the AXSENS songs should be actually remixed. Remixes, of course, also have downsides for artists. It happens a lot that you make a remix, finish it, and then the label just decides to not release it, or the main artist doesn't like your remix and they come up with whatever reasons to not release it. They never actually straight up tell you that they don't like it or they don't think that it fits. So whenever I'm making a remix, I always make sure that it also works without the remix stems. So I usually just use the vocals, so I can just get another singer and songwriter, let him sing on top of the instrumental, and this way not like waste 1 or 2 weeks of work working on a remix. And if you want other people to remix your song, you either just write a huge hit, then everyone will approach you and just try and ask you to do a remix of it, just for their own promotional purpose. Or you can just ask other DJ producer buddies, and it totally makes sense to ask people that do a different kind of style. So if you're a deep house producer, asking someone that is also making deep house doesn't make that much sense. But it also doesn't really make sense if you make a vocal deep house song to let someone remix it that is making hardstyle. That's like already too far off. It should be close, but on the other end of the scale that is still within the same style, kind of. I hope this was clear and I hope you understood what I meant, but like not too far off and not too close, like somewhere in between. And at the beginning of the video, I said that I'm working on a remix, but that's actually not really correct. I'm not working on a remix. I'm working on a cover version of a famous song. Someone asked me to cover it. It's a great opportunity because with covers, you have the huge advantage. People already know the song and you can really show off what you've done to it, to change it, to make it better, or just to make a different styled version out of it, or just taking it to the next level, or just bringing it back to the current time. I unfortunately can't share with you which song it is. It's top secret. I will be only able to share that with you once the contract is ready, because with these covers you have to ask the people that own the rights. In this case it's a publisher and the original artist, and as long as I don't make something that I can play them, there's no way they will allow me to do it. So I first have to deliver something. That's the case with most things in the music business industry. The smaller you are, the more you have to deliver. So the next 3 to 4 hours, and probably also tomorrow, the first 3 or 4 hours, I will just work on this cover and try to make it as good as possible, to make it the most likely to get this actually released and get the allowance to use those vocal melodies. Okay, I just got a call from my lawyer. I'm done making music. He asked me to bring beer with me. So I just searched for a couple of coins. My lawyer is a savage. That's why the beer, always when we have meetings, it's usually more drinking than meeting. But that's just how it works in the music business world. I wish I wouldn't need a lawyer, but as you know, there are labels not paying, people trying to like really crush me. But not with me. I'm crushing them back with his help. So let's go meet him. This will be fun. That's Niklas, the lawyer. He got new furniture just today. Can do good business here. Cheers. Am I now allowed to talk about my case? No, still not?
I wouldn't.
Okay. So one more month?
Be patient, yeah.
One more month, and then I will tell you everything. And now some business stuff. Okay, we're done with all of the business stuff. Vanessa's also here. She enjoys the smell. Right behind her is a butcher. It's closed, but it's smelling good. Speaking of a good smell, we're in the Japanese quarter. It smells really good. Trying to find a good place to eat. Checking out my lawyer's favorite Italian restaurant. So it will be definitely good. Done with the dinner, and without exaggeration, this was fantastic Italian food. Did you also like it that much?
Yes.
Vanessa also liked the free wine we got and the free shots we got.
Yes, I did.
Because Niklas, my lawyer, he was so smart to tell everyone in that place that I'm like a huge vlogger, which I'm absolutely not. But this kind of made them give us a lot of stuff on top for free.
Sign up.
No sign out. Because I have still one very important announcement. First, we have to get back home safe through the dark. Oh man, yeah. That's one of the good parts about vlogging. I can watch the footage the next day and decide if I actually want to cut it into the vlog. So usually what you see is like the PG-13 version. But believe me, actually the vlog is like, yeah, an outtake vlog.
An outtake vlog, yeah.
Yeah, but
it would take like 15 hours.
Just the outtakes from the past year?
Oh no, much longer.
It would get immediately blocked by YouTube. I mean, just the stuff that happens in the clubs usually.
It would be so embarrassing for me and you as well.
For everyone. And speaking of club, tomorrow DJing, which will be really wild. By the way, if any one of you needs material for their studio, that's like the absorbing stuff that I have in my studio. There's like a ton of it for free. Just come to Düsseldorf, Zollviertel, right beneath the bridge. Fully equip your studio for free. I paid like 2K for my studio absorption stuff. You know, it's just a joke. Don't steal. Hey guys, welcome back home. I have to sit on this side of the table because the rest of the apartment is chaos. Mainly because yesterday we came back from the vacation, so all of our clothes, and I don't know why we had so much with us. It's all on the floor. But yeah, let's get to the announcement. The announcement is a simple one that I'm very happy about. Let's see for how long I can actually drag that. It's something I made in Amsterdam, something a lot of people have been asking about. By now you probably know. But for those who don't know, it's an interview with a house legend. He talks about important stuff, how to get signed to big labels, his experience, his knowledge. He's a fantastic guy. He has such a positive attitude. So even if you're not interested in the interview, go watch it. It will make you happy. And if you're a producer, DJ, or anything alike, it will even make you smarter. So now without further ado, the Legends, EDM Legends episode number 2 with Olaf Bazoski is now online, available on my channel. And I'm already trying to plan the next episode. I have like 2 people that are interested, but it's hard to schedule with them. I'm very busy producing, DJing, and like the vlog life, plus the label, plus the merch and everything else. So let me know your suggestions for people that should be part of the EDM Legends. Please no Michael Jackson, Elvis Presley, David Guetta. That's like too hard to accomplish, and 2 out of those 3 cases impossible. I think I should just stop talking. Sign out, enjoyed the EDM Legends. I hope you also enjoyed this. Like, subscribe, we will see us tomorrow again.